Lean back just for a moment. And you don't have to try to do anything, because your unconscious mind knows exactly what to do with these words. It knows how to sort and file and integrate what's useful, and to simply let the rest drift away, like leaves on a stream. And it's a fascinating thing, the mind, because it can hold so many stories at once. The story of who you should be, and the quieter, more powerful story of who you actually are. And I wonder if you can recall a time, maybe recently, maybe long ago, when you felt a moment of pure, unscripted rightness. A moment where you weren't performing, you were just being. A moment of such natural harmony that you didn't even have to think about it. That is the signal. That's the frequency of your soul. And your system, your entire being, is designed to move toward that signal. It's a biological, spiritual, fucking universal imperative. And right now, you can begin to notice how your mind is already making connections. It's like a master architect, looking for the blueprint of your life and seeing where the walls are built on sand and where the foundation is solid rock. And you don't even have to force it, because a part of you, the part that breathes for you and dreams for you, already knows the truth. And isn't it interesting how truth feels in the body? It's not a thought. It's a sensation, a tightening in the gut when you agree to something that's a lie. A lightness in the chest when you speak what's real. And you can allow your unconscious to create a new anchor for that feeling, a signal, a private, internal knowing that from now on, whenever you encounter a half-truth, a compromise of your spirit, your body will send you a clear, unmistakable signal, a disruptor, not as a threat, but as a gift. A friend tapping you on the shoulder saying, "Psst, we don't live here anymore." And that old harmony, that comfortable hum, we can thank it, we can appreciate it. It was the training wheels, it was the cocoon. And the caterpillar doesn't hate its cocoon. It thanks it for safety. Then it dissolves the fucking thing from the inside out, because it's time to grow wings. And your mind can begin to reframe every moment of discomfort, not as a problem to be solved, but as the sound of the cocoon cracking, the beautiful, terrifying sound of your own wings preparing to unfold. And then you step into the peace, the void, and the conscious mind, the part that loves labels and maps, might scream. It might call it emptiness. It might call it darkness. But your unconscious is far wiser. Your unconscious knows this is the most creative space in the universe. This is the space where galaxies are born. This is the quantum field of all possibility. And you can imagine, or perhaps you don't even need to imagine. You can just allow the feeling of floating in this infinite, silent, potent space. No walls, no floor, no ceiling, just potential. And in this space, you aren't lost. You're found. You're found by your own potential. And from this place, you don't find your purpose. You generate it. You emit it, like a star emitting light. And the most amazing thing starts to happen. The universe, that dark empty space, begins to reflect your light back to you. Opportunities coalesce, synchronicities appear. The right people show up, not because you forced it, but because you became it. You stepped into the void, and the void leaned in to meet you. And I want you to just drift forward in time, to to a version of you 3 months, 6 months, a year from now. A version of you that's fully integrated this cycle. A version of you that welcomes the disruptor, that luxuriates in the void. What does that look like? How does that you stand? What kind of decisions does that you make from that place of inner consecrated truth? Notice the freedom in that future you, the lack of apology, the effortless boundaries, the work that feels like play, the relationships that feel like home. That future, it's already a probability, a ghost in the machine of time, waiting for you to choose it. And now, contrast that with the ghost of the other path, the path where you silence the disruptor. You patch up the cocoon and decide to stay a caterpillar forever. Feel the weight of that life, the resentment, the what if. That becomes the soundtrack of your existence, the so quiet ache of a soul that chose a cage because it was afraid of the sky. The choice, so fucking obvious, isn't it? So now, as you breathe in, you can breathe in that future of freedom. And as you breathe out, you can release any last fragments of resistance, any old stories that say you have to know the plan before you take the leap. And your unconscious can now install this new operating system. Truth as your compass, the void as your playground, and your future self as your guide. This isn't just a new belief, it's your new default. It's who you are now, a creator, a disruptor, a sovereign being learning to play in the field of infinite possibility. And when you're ready, you can return to this room, bringing that new energy with you, energized, alert, ready to play this fascinating game of life with a completely new set of rules. Your rules. Welcome back.